And welcome to the media conference following quarterfinal game number 3. The first team up is the team advancing in the tournament. That would be Lubbock Christian in their win over 79-73 win over Midwestern State. The people at the podium on the right-hand side is Marcus Arrington, a junior guard from Carlsbad, New Mexico. On the left-hand side of the table is Brennan Fowler, a 6'7" freshman forward from Smyer, Texas. In the middle is the head coach of Lubbock Christian, Todd Duncan. And Coach Duncan, to begin this session, we'd like to have some of your thoughts about this evening's game.
Well, when we were, found out we were in the tournament, there was a lot of elation, and then we saw we were playing Midwestern at home the first game. So that didn't last long. We just knew we had to start to work, and that it was going to be take a great effort, a great team effort. And we just went to work, just trying to get our guys to believe and understanding, total respect for Midwestern, their coaches, their players. But, we've earned the right to be here, so let's just go give it our best shot. Let's prepare. Let's don't leave anything, left in the tank. Let's just make sure we exhaust everything we can to try to get a win. And guys executed. It wasn't always pretty. They made their run in the second half, but showed a lot of resolve when we got down to stay in the fight and just keep it, keep battling, hanging in there. And we had some big shots to keep us on track. So proud of my team and just the toughness, the guts that they showed to come in here and get this win.
Thank you, Coach. Marcus and Brennan, if you're asked questions, please kind of lean into the microphone so everybody will be able to hear you well. Questions from the floor.
Brennan, and for you too, Marcus, when they caught you and they got up as much as 4, it seemed from your coaching staff you were getting a calm demeanor over there. And how did y'all handle that to not let that get the best of you, that you weren't thinking, well, wow, we just let a 16-point lead get away, but more, it looked like you were thinking, we just got to make a couple of plays and win the game?
We've been there before, and coach is telling us, the guys, just make plays and get stops on defense, and we really believed that we were supposed to be there. So just kept working hard and getting stops, and had a couple of big buckets, and teammates just played awesome.
Yeah, well, they're a good team, so they're going to make their run. We're at their house. I mean, the crowd's in there, everybody's in it, so we knew that they were going to make their run, and so we were just calm and we've been in that, like you said, we've been in that situation before where we've been away and they came back, and I mean, good team's going to make their run, so just stay calm, withstand the run, and keep on playing, keep on getting stops.
Just as competitors, you're not very popular in that gym right now, and you weren't throughout the night. I think they respected the effort, but what is that like? Because league wins are tough on the road, and let alone something like this that people have been pointing to. What was the feeling being out there on the court, trying to spoil everybody's party, kind of?
Love it.
Yeah. We knew it was going to be a war the whole game. No playing at their house. It was going to be tough. The stadium was going to be packed. We just knew we were going to try and ruin some ticket sales. So that's the mindset we had coming into it. So.
Any questions back here? Back of the room? No?
Brennan, Capri Alston has been a load for like everybody in the LSC all year. How did you guys, I know you weren't the only one that guarded him, but how did you guys deal with that matchup and just, trying to contest him?
He's a load for sure. He's a great player. We just tried to body up and make him take tough shots over us. Don't let him get anything easy. Isaac did a really good job on him. When we were in foul trouble, we had somebody step up and just play good defense on him. Everybody played really good D. It was just a good team effort.
Coach, congratulations. That when you hit the halftime, how much did you not want that halftime to kind of hurt the flow?
Yeah, you just rather have it be a short timeout and get back out there. But we talked about that was the number one thing we talked about. That's the way our Newman game is ended the conference tournament. We were up at half, and we just said when their runs come, don't be surprised. Let's just make sure that we're not contributing to those, that if they're making tough shots, if the ball just doesn't bounce our way. And we did. We contributed to it. We had some careless turnovers. But at the same time, you really have to give those guys a lot of respect and credit for the pressure they put on us. And it's just human to I don't know, to play a little anxious. I mean, you just have to fight it within yourselves and fight it together. So that's why we're just trying to keep everybody on the bench as positive as we could, encouraging each other just to keep the emotions. We just always talk about weather the storm. The storm's going to come, but it's not going to last forever. So just weather the storm. And, you know, there was a time it stayed for a while, and we just we battled just to answer. I said every possession matters. That 3 that Marcos hit at the end of the half, it all adds up at the end. So don't give up on a play. We had a transition play where we ran it down and knocked it out of bounds. There would have been 2 points. I mean, it all matters, and that's what you try to get your team to focus on as a coach, that every possession matters. It becomes cliche, it becomes redundant, but in a game like this, those guys will tell you every play matters. So, and then to go to overtime was kind of like you said when they made the run. Now we're back to, oh man, 5 minutes overtime. You know, let's just get out of here and hit a shot and run up the tunnel. But you know, just to answer the bell in overtime really it's a great feeling. But you know, now we got to come down from the high and we've got to regroup and a quick turnaround tomorrow. So. You know, I think this team is mature enough that, you know, we're not just going to be happy to be here. And, you know, to get a win in this tournament's a big step for our program, first year of eligibility. But, you know, I just think let's don't just be content with this. So, and that's kind of what we talked about when we got in the tournament, as great as it was. And, you know, it was disappointing, or just the fact that you had to be the 8th seed because we kind of stubbed our toe in the end of the conference tournament. But, you know, knowing now what we got to get to feel and experience, you know, just glad that we stayed true to our character as a team and the resolve and the mentality that we want to have.
Coach, you sure that's a freshman to your right?
Well, there was a time in there where he grew up, and it, you know, he's taken a lot of the coaching. It's, you know, it's criticism really. It's just these are things that got to get better. He's lost 30 pounds. He gets there early. He stays late. One day we made him do some jump hooks. He made 100 in a row. I said, it's time to step up in the games. And, you know, until – I don't know the stats tonight, but I know he's had a double-double every game but one. And he's a huge difference in the reason, you know, we made that run late in the league, you know, in the conference. So, and tonight in overtime, some huge shots, a turnaround, and – you know, when he's a big load in there and some big key rebounds. So, you know, I think this time of year there aren't any freshmen out there.
Coach, you've already alluded to it once, but what's the process now? You play an overtime game, you get extended like that. How do you get ready for tomorrow?
Well, we just probably get some ice baths, just get replenished, just do all the things that you do. And I just think this time of year, you know, your mind has got to be stronger than your body, and you just got to overcome whatever physically is ailing you and just find a way. I mean, you know, this team that we're going to play tomorrow will have played too, you know, and we don't know what that's going to look like. But it's kind of like going into that overtime. You just got to find it within you, and you just got to figure it out. And just that's why you work hard in the offseason. You just building those reserves so when it comes time, you've got a little something in the tank mentally to overcome whatever you're lacking physically.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, gentlemen, very much. Please exit that way.